Thank you very much, members of the media. We have here a statement released by the Kenya Conference of Catholic Bishops. It is entitled, God Save Our Beloved Country, with a quotation from Matthew chapter 25, verse 40. Truly I tell you, whatever you did for one of the least of these brothers and sisters of mine, you did it for me. The current situation that we are now witnessing calls us to address the nation and especially our dear young people. We also wish to speak clearly to our leadership, the President, the entire government, and the members of Parliament. We appeal and plead that we have a moment of reflection and listening. We are saddened that what started as lawful protests has degenerated into violent conflict. This was not the initial aim of the Gen Z protests. We earnestly appeal to the police not to shoot at the protesters. We also appeal to the young people to remain peaceful. We condole with all those who have been shot dead and others who have been injured and plead for calm. No one should lose life. We also need to advise against unconstitutional actions like attempting to take over Parliament due to their serious consequences. Once more, we are pleading for a peaceful and meaningful engagement for the good of our nation. Number one, excessive taxation in the contentious Finance Bill 2024-2025. The Finance Bill 2024-2025 most that every citizen must pay taxes, but the government must not overtax its citizens, and it should not be in denial about its intended excessive taxation. The country is bleeding, and therefore we invite the government to reflect on this matter with the seriousness it deserves. Number two, the Gen Z on the Finance Bill. We understand, therefore, why the Gen Zs have taken to the streets to express their displeasure to the government. The young generation is alive to the negative impact punitive taxes have in their own lives. The government needs to face the plain truth that families are immensely suffering. Young people have reached a point of taking it upon themselves to express discontent with the insensitivity of the government to these unwarranted taxes that only raise higher the cost of living. The government must listen to the pain of its citizens caused by the high cost of living. Ignoring them will only escalate tensions in the country and draw young people and citizenry into despair. We plead with the President that he listens to the voices of so many and respond concretely to the current situation triggered by the proposed Finance Bill.
Number three, genuine intent to support young people. We, the Kenya Conference of Catholic Bishops, understand the desperation of the young people. We have consistently called on the government to be responsible for creating an environment in which young people can use their knowledge to create jobs, get employed, or pursue meaningful opportunities. We are yet to see a clear and well-defined roadmap for this end. The billions siphoned from taxpayer money, for example, are enough to employ thousands of youths. In the absence of tangible initiatives, young people are right in expressing their desperation. They are not getting the promised jobs. They are not seeing a government that is committed to using the taxes it collects for justifiable ends, nor are they pursuing the corrupt. Their coming out to point out the challenges of the government is therefore understandable, and we commend them for being proactive citizens. We encourage and must applaud you, our dear young people, for keeping away from looting and violence. We appreciate that you have generated a slogan that we are peaceful. This is a step in the right direction, as affirmed in Scripture. The Lord examines the righteous, but the wicked, those who love violence, he hates with a passion. Psalm 11, verse 5. Number 4, purpose of Gen Z protest should be respected. Even as we commend you, Gen Z, for being proactive, we would like to advise that in themselves, protests will not solve the problem of government insensitivity in addressing problems like the finance bill. With your creativity and innovative technology tools available, which you are using to organize yourself and pass your message to the government, you need to consider more innovative approaches to draw constructive engagement to address the social and economic woes our country is facing. Do not give up on pursuing direct engagement with government and other stakeholders. We also encourage patience as you engage. As Bishop, we also want to warn you, our dear young people, not to be misused for hidden interest